SCCRESA TV presents in 3, 2, 1. Dateline Schools with your host, Terry Harrington.
All this week on Dateline Schools, we're learning how Cros-Lex schools are changing the school calendar to educate their kids on a year-round basis. And tell us all about it, my special guest is the superintendent from Cros-Lex, Kevin Miller. And Kevin, other than the calendar that you kind of gave us a little glimpse on yesterday, any other changes or any other curriculum changes that's going to be going along with this year-round school concept?
I'd love to say that it's going to be dramatically different, Terry, but it's not. Basically, you're taking 30 days and putting them in the summer in exchange for 30 days differently. But basically, 150 of the days will be common for the year-round kids and the traditional calendar kids. But what it will allow us to do, Terry, is besides those 180 days that we have spread out throughout the year, we're also going to look at what's called intersessions. And those intersessions are where parents have the ability to send their kids to school for, quote, daycare during those times where they're off, and we'll have 5 of those weeks throughout the year that parents literally could get 46 weeks throughout the year of care for their kids, whether it be school or the intersession. In those intersession, we'll be doing some unique things, almost like a camp type activity. We'll do some trips, we'll do some game-based learning for those kids, but learning will go on just in a little bit different and more fun way.
Great. Are you the only district in the state of Michigan tackling year-round schools right now?
No, I'd like to say that we're super innovative, but no, there are other districts that are doing this. I talked to a really good friend of mine, Eric Liskey, who is the superintendent at Davison Schools. That's one of the closest districts to us that's doing it. Lake Orion did this at an entire building, elementary building in their district. They have a waiting list. They do a lottery system to get involved. So it does tell you that, and there's several districts on the west side of the state that are doing this. So there are a lot of districts that have already ventured down this. A lot of them are doing it on an entire building level. We decided not to do that. We only have 2 elementary buildings, and so we decided that we'll do sections of this or classrooms like this in each of our 2 elementary buildings in Croswell and Lexington.
And this really isn't new to our country either, isn't it? A lot of schools around the country doing it.
There are over 3,000 districts that are doing it, more than 12,000 schools that are doing this around the country, and 41 countries, modern countries, that are doing this around the world.
Great. We'll be back with more tomorrow. For Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.